What's going on, guys? Blazing here, and today we are going to be talking about Arena. Uh, Mostly for Gold 5, High Gold 5, and everything below it. This isn't going to be for Platinum Arena. So we're going to kind of go through some of these teams and see which ones we are able to handle. Hopefully we're going to clear the whole list, and we're going to kind of go through what I would use to counter each one and what, if anything, they could have done a little bit better on the other side to make the defense a little more solid. So first team here, we've got Arbiter, we've got Candy, Gaius, and Hegemon. So here we are going to have the Hegemon that's either going to be a CC Hegemon or a Nuke Hegemon. I'm guessing he's probably a CC Hegemon because not a lot of people go with Nuke Hegemons nowadays. And you got Gaius, and Kangathon is probably going to be in a Swift Parry. Gaius is probably going to be in a Stone Skin, and Arbiter is just going to be in a Speed Set. So, the team I'm going to use is, actually, I think this one's probably pretty good because Rotos is going to counter the Hegemon if he's in damage set. And then Mithrala is going to be able to cleanse us from the bombs. We are going to be able to have the healing from the shield from Brogni. And Sifi is just going to bring us survivability, cleanse, and heals. So, let's try it. So we were correct in Gaius being, we were correct in Gaius being in a Stone Skin set. I don't think he was in nuking, but starting off here, I'd say I'm going to sleep Kangathon. Okay. And now our Rotos is going to be able to let loose. So. Then Mithrala is going to cleanse everybody. Okay. So right here, we actually have something I see quite often. The Kangathon, right, didn't go and attack afterwards. Now, if he had gone and attacked my Sifi and killed her, he would have won. But he didn't. The player did not set up an AI. So it allowed me extra time, which means now I can res my Rotos, shield, and let go. So while this is cleaning up, what could this player have done? First of all, I think him putting the AI preset would have been good. You don't really want to have the A2, I believe, or the A3, I'm sorry, is on Kangathon. You just want to turn that off. You don't really need it. So, other than that, most of it seemed pretty solid. Yeah, I think if the Hegemon was good, he was a CC Hegi, so he did a good job. It did look like he had 100% crit rate because his HP came down quite a bit with our Brogni shield. So I would probably make sure that that's not, that's the Hegemon is more of a CC slash high accuracy build. So I would have put him in like a stun set. I probably would have put him in, I don't know if taunting set would have been good because then he'd have to be high HP. But other than that, I think Gaius was good. Arbiter was okay. Kangathon, if he had set the AI properly, would have had a better shot at taking me out. So, team 2. Okay. So here we have Trunda. Warlord. We have, I'm guessing 99.9% positive that the Ultimate Death Knight is going to be in Stone Skin and Arbiter. So, plans for attacking him is going to go Torment to counter the Arbiter, right? We are going to bring in our Brogni in case we don't get the freeze on the Trunda. Actually, I'd like to do something a little different. We'll put him here, and we'll bring in a Krisk. Now you say Krisk. Why Krisk? Well, Krisk, being the second in, is going to make sure that the Trunda, as soon as she attacks us, is going to get decreased attack, right? And so that's going to prevent her from doing any big damage to us. We'll bring in, actually, we will bring in our Rhonda, and we'll bring in our, where'd she go? We just had her, or had him. There we go, Brogni. Okay. Bringing him up front. Okay. So if the Warlord is built properly, there we go. Or the AI, I should say. So we are going to have a tough time because there is an Ultimate Death Knight in Stone Skin. So that didn't really hurt us at all, if anything. Right? Okay. Now, there are other ways to build your... Let's take out Trunda. That's totally going to mess up their speed tune now. And I feel like we should be pretty good from this point on. Okay. So that Ultimate Death Knight's actually in a pretty solid build. Our Torment is in a Savage set, not Sunset. So the Warlord is definitely getting them what they need. But the Arbiter seems to be pretty locked out because of the Torment. So Trunda's back up. Right? She gave us a little tickle. Now this fight isn't going to be the fastest, but we could have put in a Mountain King instead of the Rhonda, just because now the Ultimate Death Knight pretty much kind of kept us, right? So it's going to take a little while, but you do get a win, and getting the dub is kind of what matters, right? So, any day now. So what could this team have done differently? I don't think there was anything. The Warlord did what he was supposed to. The Arbiter did what he was supposed to. The Trunda did what he was supposed to. I was just able to counter him better because of the Torment. Now, if everybody was in either Immunity or Stone Skin, I would have lost, right? But then you kind of run the risk of being bombed, and in higher end, it's not about speed, it's about who's going to last longer. So as long as your Arbiter and your Warlord is speed tuned, you should be okay. So next team. So this one's going to be a little bit interesting. This one we have the Hefrak, we have Lydia, we have Ultimate Death Knight, and Mithrala. I can almost guarantee you that 3 of them, if not at least 2 of them, are going to be in Stone Skin. And that's the Ultimate Death Knight, that's the Hefrak, and then I'm pretty sure Mithril is going to be in Stone Skin. I'm going to go ahead and say a bomb team is going to be best for this. So I have a bomb team set up right there. I'd be very surprised if the Hefrak, yeah. I thought I was going to say I would be very surprised if the Hefrak is not in Stone Skin. So this team here would be solid if their cleanser, which is Mithrala, was in a immunity or untouchable set. But because she's not, I'm able to do this, this, then this, and hit auto. Right, I brought my increased accuracy, I locked her out with my Yumeko, and I was able to spread the bombs. So that's what got it for me. Now, this team would have had an excellent shot at beating and countering me if that Mithrala was an untouchable set. So, or untouchable or immunity, sorry. So here we just have a basic stall team. There is no threat. There is nothing that's going to make us worry about what's going to happen. So here you can definitely go last. The best way to probably counter this team is to basically bring in a buff stripper and high accuracy. We're talking 800-900 accuracy. And they could be super slow because you want them to run through their buffs. Come in, then use your Ultimate Death Knight to use the bombs on the Ultimate Death Knight, spread them, and you're over and done with. So I think for this one, probably Ray the Conjurer would have been a great choice. Unfortunately, I don't have him built on this account, so I think I'm going to risk it and go with the same team, and in hopes that my Yoshi is faster than his Sifi. Or I could take out Yumiko and bring in a Kaimar. And I think that would work as well. So let's give this a whirl. Okay. Sleep. Increase accuracy. Bombs. Spread. Reset. Increase accuracy. And there we go. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping that what would actually happen was that the Sifi would go before me. She would put up all the block buffs, debuffs, speed, all of that. Then the Duchess would go, and I could strip all that off and be able to bomb them. What could this team have done different? Put a damage dealer in. If you're going to go with a comp like this, set up a bolster set, right? Give you some extra time to get back to your abilities. I think, again, put the sheep in the front, not the second. Yeah, I think that's probably what I would have done. So this team. I think this team's probably going to be a bomb team again. But I'm going to switch it a little. No. Yeah, we'll go with the bomb team. I doubt that Lysandra is going to be fast enough. I'm surprised that that Ultimate Death Knight is not in Stone Skin. Not gonna lie. So we'll swap HP with her. So this kind of messed us up a little bit, but it's not like we're in any worry anyways. Put the bombs on her. Spread them. And auto. Okay, so this team, what could they have done differently? If you're going to use an Ultimate Death Knight with a speed booster, again, there was none whatsoever to make me be worried about, am I going to lose? I would have probably put in a damage dealer. I would have taken out the Soul of the Drakes. I don't know if Lysandra is the only speed booster they had, but if that was the case, I would have probably looked to bring her out and just gone with the Ghost second team with like a Kandrathon if they had him, or some other damage dealer that would have been protected by Ultimate Death Knight. So, okay. All right, so this is actually a very common team with the Cupidus Venus and Cleanser. So this is actually going to be the same thing, another bomb team that's going to be able to take them out. But when you do this, so this person has actually done it right. They put a shield set on or a balsa set. But when you do this, you got to make sure that you don't attack the Cupidus, right? Because the Cupidus is going to be really, really slow. And every time you attack him, he's going to counterattack and one-shot you, or almost one-shot you. And so this player's actually done it right. So he's put his cleanser in a either immunity or a untouchable set. So, and it looks like his cleanser is going to be fast enough. Now, not going to be fast enough to deal with us, but I do believe that that Mountain King is probably going to live because he's so high HP. Yeah. Okay. So I do not want to attack him, right? I don't want to attack Cupidus. I'm going to save the bombs. Okay. Good. Let's see if we can land a stun on him. Bombs, spread, and win. Right? What could this team have done differently? Bring a cleanser in instead of the Mountain King. Or I should say actually I don't think he could have done anything different because the Mountain King did survive. I brought in my Yumeko and I was able to lock him out. Right? Maybe if he had a Mithrala with a way higher resistance, that probably would have been better for him. Prometheus, shout out to you, my man. I believe he's in one of the Greek clans. I'm sure I'll hear about it. SP Ares, I'm not going to attack him because, although, let's see. So he's got a Necrit, right? Necrit is going to protect the probably Kandrathon. And you can see here that he's got sheep on all of them. Right? So he's looking to just stall you out. So I think I'm gonna go in with my bomb team again. See how we do here. Okay, as expected, increase accuracy, Duchess, spread, lockout. Okay. So that Kandrathon actually might mess us up. And that Necrit actually survived, so he's a super tanky. Yeah, that was expected. I know he's got a solid team. So, what could that player have done better? Nothing. Nothing. I think it was a solid built team, and I'm not just saying that because he's part of Savage Pandas, but yeah, he had a solid team here. You'll see down here, this is actually another Savage Panda. This is actually Panda, and his team is basically the same, right? The Kangathon Necret, and he's got the Cardiel, so that's also going to be a very hard team to counter. So, let's see this guy right here. We've got Warlord, Duchess, Tarish, and Marishka. So for this one I think I'm going to go with my full speed team reset upon reset. I think that will work. Okay. So Taurus has got the fear on us, which doesn't really matter for the Rotos, right? So we'll go Speed Tune. Now, I have my Sifi and my Kaimar, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I've got my Kaimar and my Yumeko Speed Tune for instances like this. They're literally 1 speed apart, right? Just because I don't want to have the issue where I do get a fear like that and I can't do anything about it. So let's go back out. Okay, we're gonna go after Taurus. Okay. Vive. Reset. Oof, that Taurus is smacking. Ooh, that would have been close. Bring Taurus down. Okay. What could this player have done better? I don't think much. If anything, I mean, it was solid. I had to actually bring my A speed team, and I think the only reason that I was able to do as much is because I outspat him, right? I outspat him, I kept him locked out, and I think that's the only reason why I was able to get my my win here. Although it's taking a little longer than expected, but I still think we'll get it. There we go. Come on. Any day now. Come on. There we go. Okay. Really? That's annoying. I believe that is a high resist Duchess, so now we start block reviving, so there we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah, that player had a solid team. I just outspat him. That was it. So here I feel this could go one of 2 ways. What I've been seeing lately is the ultimate Death Knight gets to be the one that's protected, and then you can't bomb him. I doubt that this player did that. I think he's probably going to protect his Rotos, which would make sense. But in Plat Arena, a lot of players, if they're going to run a defense like this with Ultimate Death Knight and a Necret, they're going to protect the Ultimate Death Knight rather than the Rotos, because the Rotos is going to get a double layer of protection from Ultimate Death Knight, and then as soon as Necret goes again, he will protect Rotos. So I think for this one, I'm going to go with the bomb team again. and in hopes that he has not done that. Doesn't look like he has. So we are solid here. And if you didn't know that that was a strategy that you could do, now you do. Oof. I don't know what. Okay. All right. So unless Rotos goes ham crazy on us, which he may just well. Well, I guess that's the good thing about bringing a Yoshi in, right? Oh, well, I mean, he had a solid defense. The Rotos is kind of king. He's not going to go down without a fight. Now, what could this player have done differently? Is again make sure that the Ultimate Death Knight was the person that was being protected. Now you might think to yourself, well, why would you do that? You know, you don't want a low HP Death Knight. No, you don't. But if the Death Knight is in Stone Skin, double Stone Skin, and then has a Necro protecting him, it's kind of deadly. And then Rotos would just get protection from both of them. Right? And your Necro could just be built much faster and tankier. So guys, there you have it. I think, let me know if it was helpful for you. Let me know if it kind of showed you what some of the counters are, what you could do on your defense, what some of the strategies are for Plat Arena, or things that you can do to help both your attack and defense. If it did, drop a like, drop a subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. I'll put out more content like this. I'm not going to start a free-to-play, but what I can do is drop one of my accounts all the way down and kind of go through and visit some of those lower-end teams and see what you could do differently there. At the same time, I am looking to drop my alt account from Gold Tag Team Arena to probably Silver, Mid-Silver, and kind of bring it back up on a week-to-week basis and see what some of the teams are and kind of make some content around that to help you guys get into Gold. If that's something that interests you, please let me know, and I'll do that as well. But until the next one, guys, be good, be well, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.